Hey everyone, welcome to the first talk of the town. What's first on our agenda, boys?
Nestle being taken over by an Italian company.
Alright, what are your thoughts on this?
Alright, my thought on how Nestle's not doing candies anymore pisses me off. The fact that it's just like the Hershey company, where they moved to Mexico and gave the Hershey company that's in my town to another company. It's basically they're trying to find ways to cut money to keep money, and they're giving up the candy business.
Huh. Now, I don't know which I like more, Ferrera or what did you say,
Plain.
Nestle? What?
You're playing. Oh my.
What, Binding of Isaac as a background? I don't know. I couldn't have thought of something more simple.
Yeah, that's true. I'll agree with you there. I'm about to play some Dead Cells too.
Alright. I guess we're already done with the chocolate business.
Well, let's get Tori in here if she's gonna join.
No, I don't think
I'd
she's
like to
gonna
hear her
join.
thoughts on this stuff.
I don't think she's gonna join.
Say we're talking about the Hershey stuff.
I don't even think she knows if that's going on or what.
Or the Nestle thing.
The Nestle thing?
Yeah, where Nestle's not taking the candy and stuff.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna be too into that. But now let's something really passionate. Matthew,
Hi. Yeah.
how do you feel about the new YouTube policy?
Oh boy.
Almost forget I asked.
All right. I feel that this is not right. It is killing YouTubers left and right. It's going to throttle the ever-living shit out of the YouTube servers with people trying to scramble to grow small channels to at least make at least $5 out of the monetization that they can hopefully grab. People are going left and right, going to be uploading videos, throttling the fucking servers. I don't know, and I don't care who says, oh, YouTube servers can handle it. No, they cannot. If that doubles or triples with little kids and people trying to upload shitty videos even more just to grab the littlest tiny bit of, you know, monetization, it's not going to make it easier. It's going to add even more competition, screw everyone over, and screw YouTube over in the end, in turn screwing me over, and you over, and Mickey over, and everyone
Giggity.
else who wants to grow.
Well, I mean,
All I can
is
say is giggity.
why?
I mean, I'm
Because the way he was speaking, it's gonna screw us all over.
it is going to actually.
But
It will. It's making it so it's hard for little YouTubers to start getting into it. But what I've also heard from the developer, or no, not the developer, like a big person, that they're gonna cut a lot of the big, like 90% of the people from the program.
Oh, that's great. So we're all gonna be screwed in the end.
oh fuck. I mean, like, this is a hobby for me right now.
90% of them, so people can have a chance.
Oh, I feel YouTube is gonna. I mean, not YouTube. 2018 is gonna be the year of natural selection. Think about it. YouTube is dying. We're eating. We're eating Tide Pods. We're fighting over vapes.
The goddamn
Nobody-
Tide Pod challenge.
We are going to die. This is the year of natural selection. It's. Yeah. Now what?
Well, my 2 cents on this is the fact that I'm just a small YouTube channel and I'm not on monetization yet. This is really more of a hobby than anything else, so this isn't affecting me now. Maybe it will once I actually get the ability to monetize, but until then, it's fine, I guess. I mean, it kind of fucks with other people, but I have no real say in this.
Yeah.
So, Slender Man.
Oh fuck. Man.
What do you think of this movie coming out, Matt?
It looks good. I do want to see it. It's just gonna take some time for me to like analyze the fact that it's actually happening.
They better not have done him dirty. I swear to God. Like,
What movie?
Slender Man. It's like 18 million years late, but It's
That is,
it's just, that's all I could say is it's really late.
that is true.
I'm all good for a good horror movie, but come on, Slender Man. It's been like 5 years. They don't need to make one.
I used to love him. That's why I'm hoping they'll do a good job with this movie.
You do know why they're doing this movie, right?
Why?
Because of the two girls who stabbed the poor little girl.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Wasn't it around here, Matt?
Yeah, that was actually.
They're doing that because of the two little girls who stabbed that poor little girl because Slender Man told them.
That's hilarious.
Well,
No, it's not. It's actually fucking bad.
Yeah, one thing you're gonna need to learn about me, Mickey. I'll say literally anything is hilarious, even if it's not. Even if I don't even find it hilarious.
Because it gives us horror fans a bad name.
Humanity is stupid as it is. We used to sacrifice people because we thought they were witches, but in the end they were just like old women. So to say that we have achieved any form of other morale than since we've had back then, like all we've had is technological growth and the fact that we just don't. If it was any other circumstance, of course, more than likely, if we still believed in that shit, we'd be out there burning old women at the stake, claiming, "Oh, this sacrifice gonna appease Slender Boy." But no, we've got technology to distract us. We're practically, I hate to say this, but the human race is practically just an idiotic race that uses technology as like a distraction from killing each other.
All right.
She won't let me clap cheeks. Alright, I gotta kill her because Jesus tells me to.
Where did you see that?
She won't send me nudes. I gotta sacrifice.
I gotta fucking sacrifice her. She might be a witch.
Okay. Hold on. All right, a little bit of spoilers. What do you guys think of the remake of Stephen King's It?
Ooh, I loved it. I really did. I took Tori to see that, and we both loved it. Well, I don't know how she felt. She hates clowns literally just because it. But I took her to see that. I loved it. I didn't know how I was gonna feel about it, but it was great.
The remake was fantastic. I love the actor who played it. Because he plays in one of my favorite TV shows. And yes, you're gonna probably call me a fucking werewolf vampire thing. He's one of the main actors who plays in Hemlock Grove.
Never heard of it actually.
It's actually on Netflix. It's a really good fucking show. Hemlock Grove is basically like the I think it's the Transylvanian versions of the Werewolf and Vampire series. Thing. But it's more it's like in the modern times, but it's really good. The guy who plays it or Pennywise, basically plays one of the vampire people in Hemlock, and I've always known him for being pretty good at that. And I was like, ooh, but when I first saw Pennywise, it made me stop the movie once, because when I first saw Pennywise in that gutter, he had a lazy eye. That was the first fucking thing I saw it. He just had that lazy eye. I'm like, what? That is so creepy, but it's so funny at the same time.
I used to be able to recite that entire sewer scene with Georgie, literally just because I work at the movie theaters, and I always had to check the theaters to make sure that like everyone's not doing anything illegal. And I had to do it at that part, so I had to pretty much be walking around the theater only for that part of the movie. So I was able to recite that by the time we lost it, that we didn't show it in theaters anymore.
You want to know what's also a good part about this movie? It's the fact that they got about two or three of the kids from Stranger Things.
Oh, I hate Stranger Things.
Oh, fuck you. Stranger Things was fucking great. The first season was great. I like the monster that's in it.
I really like that 11 dies in season 2.
I see it as a
Did you just ruin it for me?
11 dies in season 2.
Thank you for spoiling that shit, dude.
You haven't heard of that? Ow. That's the biggest meme ever, and I've heard that it's not even true.
I haven't watched it, like, the whole season, so...
Okay, well, 11 doesn't die, so I guess that's somewhat of a spoiler, too.
But I do in the first one, I love the monster. the where how it looked and shit.
I can't stand Stranger Things. It's like it's I hate to say this, but it's Facebook white girl type of shit you'd see. Like, like seriously, oh my God, Becky, Stranger Things is so scary.
It's not scary, but it's really interesting.
The little kids go outside and they find Georgie, but now he pregnant.
He fights Georgie and now he's pregnant. No.
I fucked Pennywise, but now he's pregnant.
I fucked Freddy Fazbear.
No.
No. Oh, fuck. They're did you hear that they're making a
Another Five Nights.
They better not be.
They
What?
are. Yeah.
They better not be making another Five Nights at Freddy's.
No, I think they are.
No.
But no,
They
Netflix
are.
has confirmed that they are making a Witcher movie.
A Witcher movie?
Yep.
Oh, you don't get Sean riled up on Witcher, because then he'll start begging Matt and I to play it again.
Hey, I have all 3 of the Witchers, and I've played every single one of them, and not fully, but played them. And I've liked number 3 a lot better. So I hope they go where it's like probably the 3rd one, where it's somewhere around in that storyline.
Uh-huh.
But it seems interesting. It's another basically another video game that's turned in. You gotta destroy the poop. It's basically another it's just gonna be another video game to movie.
Like Mortal Kombat.
M157 needs to says I need to up my microphone. My microphone's fine, or it actually may be too quiet on your end, Nick.
Is he saying Husky needs to up his mic? Alright, I'll mess around with it a bit.
By the way, the 9 most terrifying words in the English language are traps aren't gay, I swear it's a feminine penis, Ramo Bregan.
Please don't ever say that again.
No.
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 Traps
that
are
can get us
fucking
in
gay.
trouble, too. No.
Is that a flying cow?
I would love to see a Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
I'd love to see a Five Nights at Freddy's where Vladimir Putin comes running at you with the Russian national anthem blasting at ear-rapingly loud.
That would be a fan game.
That probably is a fan game if you look hard enough. But anyway, yeah, Mickey, I somewhat agree with you on that. As much as they made like so many games, as long as they're finally done with making games, I think they should make a movie based around the story mode that they kind of dodge in the games, like they only hint at.
Apparently, this last game, the Five Nights at Freddy's Pizza Simulator.
Yeah, played it. Beat it.
Same.
Hey, it exists.
Yeah, it basically fills in some of the lore.
I was in the video I made about it, my first Spooky's 2 cents video. I was covering that. I'm like, well, they tied it in a nice little neat bow at the end, so it was kind of cool.
Which was kind of interesting. On how like everything happened and stuff. It's kind of cool. I actually like the thought of it, but I do hope the fact that they do make something like that, because I need a good horror movie that scares the hell out of me. The only movie, literally horror movie, that scared me as much was the movie called Mirrors.
Mirrors? Never heard of it.
You guys remember it? It's where your reflection can kill you.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
It was an old, I forget what, I think it was early 2000s movie, where the one memorable scene, sorry, is where, and this ain't spoilers because this movie's been out for fucking years, is where this girl is going to the bathroom. She looked in the mirror and then started to walk away. Her reflection stayed in the mirror, and she's in the bath, and the reflection basically grabs both her upper and lower of her own jaw and rips it off.
Oh, Jesus.
I was like, oh, fuck.
That's like something you'll see in the Friday the 13th game.
Yeah, and that's what makes me scared. Made me scared of mirrors for about a week because of how scary it was. That was the. Then occasionally, I'm gonna say this: I'm a bitch. I actually had a little jump scare on Snakes on a Plane because I didn't expect the anaconda.
I've never seen Snakes on a Plane.
You were scared of it? I loved it when the snake opens it, like, has that guy wrapped around and, like, opens its mouth and starts to swallow him whole. I fucking love that scene.
Enough is enough. I have had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
I find it creepy how, like, it entails to how fucked up 2005 was, because when that movie came out, the girl says, oh, when I was younger, we used to make little flamethrowers and shit when she's making him a flamethrower. She makes him a fucking flamethrower out of a lighter, aerosol can, tape, and a bunch of other shit. And it makes you think, wow, we were that fucked up because kids were doing that back then. Or was that only me making flamethrowers out of aerosol cans?
No,
I made a flamethrower out of.
We did it back when we were younger.
I made a flamethrower out of a gas, or not a gas can, a axe can, like the cologne, and my lighter.
Alright. Is it me or does anybody wanna what is it? Wanna talk about fucking what was that fucking movie? Not movie, it's a game that's like a movie, I can't remember the name. It was based on the butterfly effect.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I don't.
It's so cringy. Oh my god. Oh, what game is it? Let me see.
Life is Strange?
No. But I would like to talk about that soon.
I would not.
It's the what is it? Game about butterfly effect. It was called Until Dawn. There we go.
Until Dawn, it sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's basically
Oh, I have that game. I don't like it.
I don't like it either. I like the premise of it.
It's literally just an AMC fucking TV show marketed as a game. It's that AMC horror cringe.
I mean,
shit.
then again, so is the Walking Dead Telltale series.
No, fuck you. The Walking Dead Telltale series was the best fucking.
It was. I never played season 2, or do they have season 3 now too?
No, they have season only 1 and 2. I think.
I played season 1, the one with Lee and
hold on, let me go to
Clementine.
my
The
Steam
Telltale
real quick.
series was great, but the show sucked ass.
I used to love this show, but then it dropped in quality by like season 3.
Alright.
Yeah.
There's actually a season 3. Alright, there is The Walking Dead, which is the regular one.
Mm-hmm.
The first one. Then season 2. Then it goes Michonne, where you actually go through the story as Michonne.
Uh-huh.
And A New Frontier. That's season 3. That's basically the last Walking Dead. I'm hoping it's not, because I love damn it. What?
Holy shit. I'm sorry to interrupt.
M157, just talk in the
Wait. I'm sorry to interrupt,
chat.
but who remembers the Shrek green punch they made when Shrek was being released? The green, green fruit juice they had.
I don't remember that.
Your stream went offline for a little bit.
Did it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
YouTube doing it. Like I said.
Yo, I'm lagging really bad on the stream. I'm looking at it right now.
It means that whatever you're using to stream is.
It's OBS.
YouTube. No. It's YouTube servers. As I told you, what's going on with these new guidelines.
Hold on, is it like lagging in stream, like us talking?
Yeah, I was watching it.
Wait,
It lagged, like, pretty bad.
No. What's happening is he's losing bitrate quality because he's losing connection to the server itself. You're not having internet problems, or it's not your client doing it. It's literally just YouTube being throttled right now. Like I said, so don't be afraid of it.
Alright.
It'll happen. It's just YouTube being fucking throttled. Because, like I said, with these new guidelines, expect this happening for quite some time.
Alright. So back on to action. What was it? Life is Strange. I loved the first one because it was interesting. I love the premise of being able to go back in time to fix my mistakes and stuff. But the one thing I didn't like was how cringy Max was. I actually like whatever her name is, like the one that's in the second season. I can't remember her fucking name.
The only experience I have with Life is Strange is literally just seeing the scene. I was eating those beans. Are you fucking insane? I was eating those beans.
Yeah, it was fucking hilarious. I love that part of the game. What else should we talk about? Do you know what pissed me off?
Everything.
Kinda. But what really pissed me off was the fact that I was really hoping for that new Silent Hill game. I was really hoping for it.
I've never played any of them.
It was PT.
Oh.
PT was.
Oh, PT? That was a Silent Hill game?
Yeah,
that
was gonna
was.
be the new Silent Hill game.
That looks like it was going to be really good. I was wondering what happened to PT.
Apparently, money. It was money problems.
No, it was because Kojima left Konami.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Kojima was thrown out, and Kojima said, "You know what? If you're gonna do this to me, I'm not even gonna fucking allow you to, make this game. So bye." And then he left, and then Konami was like, "Oh yeah, I know what we'll do. We'll steal all his fucking work, rip him out of fucking Metal Gear Survive, publish Metal Gear Survive, not even finish the fucking game. Then we're just gonna try to rub it in our face as our company sinks without Kojima, and now Kojima's making a better game than Metal Gear Survive for B."
Yeah, that's why I was so mad, because I was actually hoping for PT.
Well, the only thing we got was the tech demo for it. That
Yeah.
Fuck, I would have liked it too. It was supposed to be like part of Silent Hill's universe and shit, but
man.
God for fucking bid, we get anything good. And well, that was 2012. That was long ass time ago. We're in 2018 now, where YouTube's dying. Our community, like the
Our fucking planet is dying. We could just describe everything as that.
I'm
What?
watching the stream die right now.
just let it.
As long as our voices aren't getting messed up, because that's mainly what it's about, not what's going on the screen.
Believe me, what happens is like I said, this is gonna be happening for quite some time. Expect some quality loss on like uploads and shit. They knew this shit was gonna happen. They knew damn well, probably, but whatever. At this point, it's not. God forbid smaller YouTubers get any fucking support. You gotta pay to get your dick rode.
Man, I want another Norman Reedus game. God damn it.
I'm gonna open my window. It's 98 degrees in my bedroom right now.
Jesus.
Where's your favorite place to eat, guys?
Where's my...
Queen?
Was that Matt?
Yeah.
Matt, you're gonna trigger Sean. You better make sure that he's not watching.
No, he's not. Sean, if you say that, will you bring me a fucking Blizzard, please? I want a Blizzard.
Yo,
Here,
I will kill mad people for Chipotle. Not really, so nobody call the cops on me, but like, oh,
Sean.
Chipotle is so fucking good. I'm not sponsored, but I'm not sponsored. Call me, but
Sean,
I like
wait. I'm gonna place my order for Dairy Queen here, Sean. If you're watching, alright. I want a Blizzard, chocolate Blizzard. I want a number 2. I want fries with that, medium fries.
I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip.
I'm watching. Sean, I want it medium because I'm watching my weight intake. I also want.
You're a fatty.
I want Mountain Dew. Actually, I weigh 178 pounds.
I weigh 120.
Lucky
I'm a scrawny ass white boy.
I'm fat as fuck, man. For once, I can't see my balls.
What?
For
Oh my
once,
god, I am fatter than all of you. You need to fucking stop that shit.
I didn't say I was fat. I literally said I'm skinny.
311 pounds.
Nikki, oh my god, I love you.
I will sit on your...
Wait. Did you say 311 pounds?
Yep.
Holy
Dude, I
shit,
love
you need to hit the gym, man.
Dude, I'm 6'4".
That is not even me trying to roast you. That's like one friend to another kind of thing.
No, like legit, for being a 6'4" dude, that actually evens it out for a while. But no, my favorite place to eat is 5 Star. It's right around the corner. They make the best damn breakfast sandwiches, which is tops Burger King.
Nick.
I'm not a big fan of Burger King, so I could probably agree with you on that there, but I've
Nick.
never been.
What was that one place that used to be by Haviland that had such good fucking food?
Okay,
It got
Rita's?
Eureka's, it got replaced by something, but holy shit, that was
Yeah, it got replaced by some local thing.
Oh, it was good though. And then now you have what is that? You had that deli down the road from it too.
Uh-huh.
Are you trying to make a heart with blood?
No. Well, like I said, I mean, I want some Dairy Queen right now, Sean. So also throw like a medium Mountain Dew on that.
2 number 45s, 1 with cheese.
Imagine like if we were actually large one day, like people would start ordering us Dairy Queen to be like delivered to our
Oh
house.
no, there's been what is it? A group that I watched for D&D. They
Gross.
had like people order people. Fuck you. I actually like the roleplay aspect.
Gross.
They had their fans actually order them pizza before. Like they while they're streaming, they get pizza out of nowhere.
Well, Nick, you say gross to D&D, but Mr. Fitzgerald plays it like religiously.
Fitzy, come on!
He does. He actually has the book and everything, and he has it at FDR.
I am very disappointed in Mr. Fitzgerald now. If you're ever watching this, I am very upset.
I love Mr. Fitzgerald. He's amazing. He's Daddy Fitz.
Okay, we've gone a bit too far now.
Yeah, that was a bit too far. You're
Hey.
starting to have a daddy complex.
I have a teacher, and I have a teacher. His son and his wife are all subscribed to me on YouTube and watch my shit.
Lucky I love those people. I know who you're talking about too.
Yeah, actually, did you hear the backstory of like his family and shit?
I don't like to talk about it.
Yeah, he has a very dark.
It's all incest.
Ow! No, it's something far worse.
What's far worse than incest?
Almost anything? Rednecks are doing it all the time, so it can't be that bad.
Nick, that shouldn't justify it though.
My brother's my sister, sister's my mother.
What do you call a redhead that can run faster than her brothers? A redneck virgin.
Oh. All right. What's the next topic?
So kids, do you guys want kids?
What?
I mean ever. I'm not talking about right now. Like you ever want to have like a son or a daughter or something like that?
Wait, can
Yeah?
I
I want to
just?
beat the living hell out of my son.
What the hell?
What the fuck?
Feds are gonna be keeping an eye on you now.
Hold on. Let me explain. Me and my friends used to hang out in real before they decided to stop talking to me, and we used to do a thing called boffing, which is basically using PVC pipe, wrapped with foam and duct tape and beating senseless.
Oh.
Not really beat each other's senses, but kind of
Beat each other.
Yeah, beat each other. And I want to have a child where I can actually teach how to fight back using a weapon.
I mean,
Stuff.
That's
why I said I want to beat the living hell out of my child.
I have a similar thing where before I die, mark my words in this stream, before I die, I want to get me and Bill Cosby in a ball pit, and we're all gonna throw balls at each other, and he's gonna go cuckoo ka-choo as he drowns in the balls.
One day later.
So, what kid names are you thinking of having? Like, what are you thinking of naming your kids?
Fuck, that's a lot of names.
All right, give me the top 2 for both genders.
Well, my family has a tendency for twins. So, if they're both girls, it would have been autumn and summer.
You
or
fucking-
summer and winter.
Really? You're really going in on them seasons, aren't you?
I love the season names because it's quite rare to see somebody named after a season.
I wanna name my kid Gordon Freeman.
I hate you so much.
I'll fucking do it, Nick. I'll fucking do it. I'll make his first name Gordon, his middle name Freeman. I'll fucking do it.
Gordon Freeman, what's your last name?
I don't want to say on stream because then people are gonna find who I actually am and they're gonna be like, oh.
You can type it out to us.
Oh, Okay. There.
What you gotta do is name your kid Gotham so you can.
That's a horrible name for a child.
It's Polish, you ass!
What you gotta do is name your kid Gotham so whenever they start crying, literally you tell your wife, Gotham needs me.
No.
I'll be back. Gotham needs me.
No.
You know what makes it even weird? Like, if you go into my family records, there was, like, a family member I had that fought in World War One.
Was it Batman?
No, Nick.
Oh, are we gonna talk about that too?
You know how he died, apparently due to his death certificate.
How did he die?
What?
He was loading one of those, like, artillery things, and it grabbed his arm and pulled his arm in and severed it off, and then he bled to death right next to it, and no one helped him.
Huh.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I want to talk about this Batman shit. Alright, what do you think of the Telltale's Batman?
Haven't played it yet, but I really want to.
It looks interesting.
I've honestly been thinking about picking it up and then waiting to play it with Tori because I'm pretty sure she'll want to play it because she's a big Batman fan.
There's an option on the thing. If you stream it, you can have the audience help choose your decisions.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty
They
cool.
did that for the Final Front, what was it? The New Frontier. They made it so that you can have the audience choose.
Oh yeah, they have that for Minecraft Story Mode Season 2 also.
Yep. It's all their new ones that came out that they added that so people can help choose and shit.
Uh-huh.
Fuck it, I'm gonna download Star Wars Battlefront 2. Might as well.
What the wait.
When you talk, they say nope.
EA or the original?
The original.
Oh, by the way,
Good.
we should be watching the live chat too. So.
Yeah.
Well, isn't there only one person in there?
No,
It's
there's 4 people
M157.
watching, but there's only M157 is talking.
M157, I love you. I love you.
Yeah, we all love you. It's just, do you have a mic? You can join us on that shit.
Wait, das Bushna.
Bushna.
That was a random language. I don't even know what I said there. I was
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
I was trying to. I was
Bitte
trying
alle
to.
Dota?
I was trying to say I found that image of Shrek Ruby again.
Ickly bitch.
Bitte alle Dota.
You know what? If we ever went back to like the medieval times
Oh, no.
style of layout, I would love it because I could literally just go out and cut someone's head off and they'd know, like nobody would care.
1 second. Since
If we ever went back to the medieval times, that would be very bad. Because once again, we'll go back to killing people for the smallest thing and saying God told you to do it. Or simply out of disrespect to men. She did not give me a trouser-friendly kiss. Thou I shall smite her.
I gotta piss now.
by the way, M157's here.
Oh, okay.
That's what I came into.
All right, cool.
Yep. Welcome to the podcast.
What do you have? What are your opinions on killing people for saying it's in the name of God, but actually it's just because they piss you off?
I'm not religious.
I mean, I'm not too big on religion either. As it is, I might teach my kid instead of actual religion, I'll get him to believe that Zanza, the god from Xenoblade Chronicles 1, is his god, rather than the actual god.
Cthulhu. My kid to believe in Cthulhu. See, okay, about my ex, like the ex-girlfriend before my Minnesota one.
Alright.
Well, after my Minnesota one.
Oh, Matt had one of those too, didn't he?
No, I think she lived in Massachusetts.
Ooh, I got family there.
She and I, like, she was like me, she liked to dream, like, far into the future.
Mm-hmm.
And, we liked Batman. And since my birthday is on April 1st,
That is hilarious.
yeah.
Awesome.
She and I talked about, how to, like, what, we showed pictures of what outfits we were gonna get our child if we ever had one, or our children, because we both have in our blood the tendency to be twins. Well, one was gonna have the Batman, and the other one was gonna have the Joker. Like onesies.
You should have had Batman and Robin.
No, because we liked the Batman and Joker a lot better. And since my dad was a trucker, he gave me the trucker handle Little Joker. So I stuck with the Joker, how I liked the Joker a lot. Because it reminds me of how crazy I am.
So, did you see the newest Suicide Squad?
Wait, they made a second
Well,
one?
no, you know what I mean, the Suicide Squad.
Oh, fuck yeah. I loved the Harley Quinn in that one.
Yeah, I'm
The
not talking
Joker,
about the
that
Harley
was
Quinn. I was
bad.
gonna say, what's your opinion on the Joker in it?
Smiley thought you have disrespected me on thine Facebook.
So I shall smite thine thought before you have disrespected thine peen.
Damn it, guys. The Joker on there is interesting.
Oh, shit.
I don't like him at all.
Are you
Yeah,
talking about Batman?
We're
No,
talking about
the
Suicide
Suicide.
Squad. The
Oh, God.
Joker that played Joker.
I'm gonna vomit. No, please.
Yeah, he was not a good Joker.
It's
I-
Facebook minion cringe.
Yeah, the best Joker will always be Jack Nicholson's one.
I thought you were gonna say the Kevin Spacey one.
Kevin Spacey?
Did Kevin Spacey ever do
No.
Batman?
No.
No, he never did Batman. I honestly don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
That's-
oh fuck! What was the actor who played in the Batman? The Dark Knight, the one where he just sits there and claps.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the actor's
he was
name.
The best Joker to me.
He died too, so that's what kind of
Yeah.
sucks.
Can we have Kevin Spacey play Batman? I'm interested.
No!
No,
I don't want Batman! I don't want to hide my children from Batman!
You already have to.
Heath Ledger was the one that played the Dark Knight, I believe.
Heath Ledger was the best one.
Fucking
He
shit.
he did the crazy part of it really good.
Yeah, he knew how to play him real.
Yeah,
I
he
look
knew
up
how to
Kevin-
play him.
I look up Kevin Spacey and I find Kevin Spacey, but he's a ghoul in Fallout.
What?
Oh yeah, I think he played Ghoul in Fallout.
I honestly, they need to make a Fallout movie.
Kevin
a Fallout
Spacey was
movie.
in a Batman.
Oh, I know he was. He played that one guy with the green crystal.
I think they need to make a Borderlands movie.
You mean
Oh, I
Lex
would love
Luthor?
that.
Yeah, but how would it
No,
work?
no, he's the
though?
porch Lex Luthor.
Oh.
Oh, I hate Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
He was the worst Lex Luthor I've ever seen.
Like, Lex Luthor is supposed to be like a handsome bit bald, like, not bald cap, like an actual natural bald looking businessman. Not like some kid that looked like he took an Adderall.
At the end of the what was it? At the end of the was it Batman versus Superman movie? I think he does go bald.
Well, yeah, but no, you can tell he's wearing a bald cap, the Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I hate it.
Yeah.
No,
Shit,
no, the best Batman was 1950s Batman.
True.
No, sorry, 1960s Batman.
I can't remember the name of the guy though, but he played what's his name in X-Men. I can't remember the fucking guy's name, nor can I remember the character's name because I haven't watched X-Men.
Professor
in years.
Xavier?
Yeah, yes, he's bald.
Yeah, that guy,
Yeah.
the one who plays Jean-Luc Picard.
Yeah, exactly. Yes,
Mhm.
that was what I was getting to. They need to do another Star Trek the next.
No,
movie.
they don't.
It was good.
I agree. It was good, but
It was kooky. It was like the other side of Star. It was like Gmod Star Trek.
yeah, that's actually kind of true. I gotta believe that.
Sean, I mean, Nick, there was literally a fucking episode where giant sausages attacked the Enterprise. and
VR
we
chat the
know
movie.
But can that fucking happen though? Can we get it where, like, seriously, there's another Star Trek, but I don't know, like a giant sentient Obama attacked
What?
the Enterprise or something.
Sentient Obama.
No, a giant Ugandan Knuckles just attacks the Enterprise.
Do you know the way?
Do you know the? No, a giant robotic Hagrid.
Oh no, I love Ebony. Or Ivory, or which one was it?
You gotta give him the balls of fucking Eddie.
You're a wizard, Picard.
I know there's a.
I can't move. Why can't I move? Oh wait, sorry, I'm talking about the game.
I know there's a Half-Life and a Portal 2 movie crossover coming out, and
When? When? And by
soon.
who's making it?
J.J. Abrams.
I was gonna say it's definitely not Valve. I'll tell you that much.
No. Valve is working in correlation with J.J. Abrams. Sorry, I said. I meant to say, but J.J.
That's
Abrams
interesting.
are working on it together.
Alright.
They've been working on it since 2015, but just nothing really has been said because Gabe has been so secretive, which people have been speculating as a theory. The reason why we have not gotten Half-Life 3 is because they want to release Half-Life 3 along with the movie.
That actually sounds quite more authentic.
Yeah,
I've seen this type of shit before where they
Well-
put out a movie and then
well,
the
here's
game
the
comes out.
here's the thing. Valve News Network, who's another channel on YouTube, he discovered by digging that there were files pertaining to test maps and test mechanics, animations, all types of shit, and they were being worked on after the release of Half-Life 2 Episode 2, and they were being worked on up until 2014. Now, in 2014, I think it was, that's when we discovered about the Half-Life 2 and Portal 2, Half-Life and Portal movie. So the reason why I think they stopped production on Half-Life 3 for like some time was because they were trying to get the deal for the movie first, and then they went back to working on Half-Life 3. So at the same time as the movie is being produced by J.J. Abrams' staff, the people who worked on Half-Life 2 are working on it. And since the story has already been written by Mark Laidlaw, that's why they laid him off, and they don't need him anymore, because the story's been written, all the voice actors have done what they've done, the game's practically probably made, they just need to wait until the movie is ready to release it alongside the movie.
Yeah.
It seems much more reasonable that way.
I want Portal 3!
Well, not Half-Life. Valve can't count to 3. We all know this.
They haven't even made the Source 3 engine yet. Well, they actually did, but...
What? Portal
Well,
3?
the next Source engine's actually being tested with Dota, surprisingly. What a fucking great way to use your brand new engine. Oh no, I don't know, not make a good game. Let's put it in fucking Dota.
And I want, like I said, I want fucking Portal 3 because I've always loved that game.
Literally, if the knife was held to Gabe Newell's throat, and literally the person said, "I want you to do one thing for me. If you do one thing, I'll let you live." And literally, his demand is count to the number 3. He'll have a stroke before he reaches 3.
Well, Nick,
One.
the thing is, you can't hold Gabe Newell hostage because he has a literal fucking garage at his house dedicated to knives and swords and axes and all
That
kinds
I
of
actually.
shit.
That and you can't reach his neck.
It's like Gabe Newell, but no, it's like
You slice his throat, but he bleeds money.
Everyone wants Gabe Newell dead eventually, and then the day he actually dies, like, he stays so secure, but then dies of old age eventually, and his dying last words were, "I hope it was worth the wait."
and then he releases Half-Life.
Releases Half-Life 3 on his deathbed.
Well, remember, his son is a bodybuilder who is
I was
going
about
to
to
kill.
say.
Oh shit! I did not know he had a son.
He does.
I didn't until the other day either, and that's when Matt told me he was a bodybuilder.
I was about to say, Gabe Newell's only 55. He's
Oh, I
actually
know.
not that old.
I know, but he looks old as fuck because he's been stressed out, and plus all he does is just fuck around on, like, literally, you can only find Gabe these days fucking around on Reddit. He loves Reddit.
The Dota card game!
Oh boy.
No!
It's time to do.
Quit Dota!
Dota.
No, fucking Minecraft. What, who was the main, who made Minecraft?
Notch. Well, he doesn't own it anymore, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mojang.
Mojang,
Not-
yeah. When
not
will
to-
they make that number 2? Like, Minecraft 2, they said that they were gonna...
What?!
What?
You can't make a Minecraft 2!
Yeah, they were actually thinking of making Minecraft too.
Well, they're dumb!
That's Minecraft story mode.
Minecraft Story Mode is honestly it. Matt, I love your server, but I still can say that I like Minecraft Story Mode a lot better than actual Minecraft.
Oh.
Yeah, because at least Minecraft Story Mode has, you know, a
Plot.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's an edgy story.
You mean
Ish.
plot?
Edgy is better than nothing.
Just, hey, you're in the middle of nowhere. Now
Kill this
go
dragon and
kill
then
the
there's nothing
dragon
else to
and
do.
then go kill a 3-headed flying demon.
We didn't even do that in order on your server. We killed the Wither first.
Pikachu says Minecraft is a ripoff of Roblox.
If sex is so good, where's sex 2?
I mean, I want some sex.
Alright, yeah, so moving on. Did anyone see Justice League?
No, okay, hold on. Roblox is a ripoff of Legos.
I think Minecraft and Roblox are a ripoff of Legos.
That's basically what it is.
Roblox! It's free!
I mean, I'll watch some Minecraft porn right now.
No.
On that note, so yeah, has anyone seen Justice League? What do you think about that? Do you think they did a good job?
Do not spoil that game. Do not spoil it.
What the fuck is wrong with you, man? That was so good.
I
actually
haven't
don't
seen it
have
either.
the money.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
I actually want to see it because it's
Ah!
interesting.
Matt, choose your next words carefully because I swear to God.
What? No, I'm buying Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
Why?
Because I can finally fly even better with stick. Yay! Oh my god. Wait, what? No, I'm not buying it as a gift. I'm buying it as for myself. Fuck off.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 2000.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, you
okay,
almost crashed in the World Trade Center, Bill. Wait,
Oh
that would
my
be
God,
cool.
Nick!
No, I have. Okay.
That's a real video. Hold on. That's a real video, people. Look it up, so don't hold me accountable for that reference.
All right. What do you think of the game? Gigantic.
Never played it, never heard of it.
Like
Never
my-
heard of it.
It's kind of like Smite.
Oh, I already don't like it.
Yeah, it's bad. I played it when it first was like testing and stuff.
Strategic hero shooter. Recent reviews mixed. Free to
Are
play.
you talking about Gigantic?
Smite.
Oh, Smite? No.
Shit, Nick, you're. Why does Train Simulator have so many fucking
Train Simulator. Oh my God, there's $7,000 to buy all the DLC for it. There's a long list. Anyone watching this right now, go look up Train Simulator on Steam. You don't have to buy it. Literally, it will just show up below it in the DLC section. If you scroll all the way down to their gigantic list, it will say over $7,000 to buy all of it.
Oh my fucking god.
All right. I want to ask, what do you guys think of Crusader Kings and that kind Euro Universalis?
Euro Truck Simulator?
No,
I like
no.
ass.
What?
What?
Nothing.
Damn
You
right,
like
nothing.
Ass?
Who
Fine.
doesn't nowadays?
No, alright, this is a serious topic.
Uh-oh.
Are you an ass or a tits guy?
Alright, oh, this is a very difficult question. Tori, if
Oh,
you're
yeah,
watching
it
this,
is a
please
difficult
stop
question.
watching
Holy
this so
hell.
I can answer this.
I wanna
Holy
see, are you an ass or a tits guy? Personally, I'm more of a tits guy.
See, I bypass both of those and say I'm a thigh man.
I'm both actually.
Oh,
I'm more of a. I'm kind of boltish, but it depends on what the woman looks like.
Yeah, it's more, yeah.
Depends on what they
okay.
have.
Now to follow up that question, what size?
I mean,
Depends on preference of size though of thigh. Like,
Me?
okay, so there's chubby, okay, so for thigh, there's chubby, there's thick with a CK, and then there's thick, and I need me a thick thigh, or I'm not interested.
Watch, Tori's gonna be like, well, you're not interested in me.
oof.
Okay, you keep thinking that.
I'm more of a thin type of guy. Like I like thin body.
I like normal.
I'm okay with perky tits. If it's perky tits.
No,
okay.
nope.
No.
Wait. Perky,
No.
do you mean like pointy? Because then no.
The
No,
one
no,
that, the one where it looks like it's a U shape.
No. I don't judge. If a girl's a part of the itty bitty titty community.
Oh my god!
Really? How long have you been waiting to use that?
I'm fine. I'm fine with that. If a girl is part of an itty.
I agree with you. How long were you waiting to use that, man?
The itty bitty titty committee?
Yes, how long were you waiting to set up a line where you could say that?
About like 15 minutes.
I can believe it.
No. I like a good AB because I go by the saying.
Oh,
It
come
fits
on.
in your hand, it melts in your mouth.
Look, I like tits, but I don't like tits that touch the girl's fucking knees.
I don't like going lower than double
I
D.
said ABs, brah.
Oh, I mean, they're fine as long as they're like not big that I get fucking smothered in bed.
Yeah,
Okay.
AB are petite, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
C's basically normal size.
I mean, like tracer tits, basically.
I only knew one person with double D's, and that was my ex-girlfriend Naomi. But I'm hoping to find one with double D's like again, because that's like
Well-
my preference.
If they're
But I don't know
Isn't
anyone
that,
with
like-
that. It's semi-unrealistic. It's like one of the biggest, somewhat realism.
No, I had a girlfriend with H's.
Oh really?
I understand the
That's too far.
Yeah, that's
That's where it just kind of gets in the way.
dude. Alright,
Yeah.
I'll tell you this: I've dated in my city alone 3 fatties.
Let me just go ahead and now that I'm talking about this, just tell Tori, yeah, do not come on my live stream.
Well, I mean, I know what it is to like, you know, be with like a fatty, and you know, honestly, they're okay.
They're
but,
good. They're kinky as shit. But,
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah,
but the
what
one
they,
problem with is
I don't have much
It's
experience, so I can't weigh in on this.
when you kiss them, they feel like you're getting eaten.
It's Pikachu says Pikachu says I am an anime pillow man, and by the way, Pikachu Train Simulator is 670, not 675. Train Simulator in total to buy all this DLC is $7,325.60. Currently, Flight Simulator though, which is on sale, what I just bought because I'm a huge fan of flight simulators, is $624 compared to what it is. It's 75% off, and yes, I do own a body pillow.
And that is why I am very I was gonna
They're
say
starting-
I couldn't figure out whether or not I wanted to say disgraced or ashamed of you, Matt. So I kind of
want
combined
a
them.
body pillow, but not an anime body pillow.
No. The body pillow was given to
Well-
me as like a gift/joke thing by my cousin, and it's Arctica Sparkle, the hermaphrodite furry
Please-
dog with the dick, penis, vagina. And
Okay, Matt, that makes me very disappointed in you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you didn't know? Matt is a big furry.
I
I'm
knew that, but
I'm a furry, but I don't like the pornography. I like the
That's
idea.
a lie.
I like the idea of
No,
anthropomorphizing.
that is a bullshit lie because you just said, not just yesterday, I want a picture of my Husky with a dick.
Yeah, I know because that's me. I want.
Matt, it's very like you see why I don't even get into like anime, because like I feel like it's a kind of like how
a gateway.
it's like a slippery slope, like any type of drug ever.
The more you search.
Nah, you like. Dude,
That's why I'm
the water
not an
surface-
anime person.
Once you break the water surface, that's when you can't swim back up. But as long as you don't break the surface, you're good.
I mean,
Like No Game No Life is pretty good because it's weird, but it's good.
I'm like teeter-tottering on the edge between full furry, which no, I would never own a fursuit, and just like, you know, that.
Matt, I will
have a
officially
persona,
stop talking to you. I'm that is a promise. If you ever get a suit,
What if
No,
one
that's a
day,
I can only tolerate how you are now.
what if one day a fan makes a fursuit for me?
Then
and
you
I
throw it out or send it back.
No, but I show up to you and I say, "Oh boy, it's me, Husky. I couldn't see you coming." You're like, "Okay, Matt. Wait right there. I'll be right back." I'm like, "Okay, Nick."
And then all you hear is a car open and doors
no,
open and
no,
shut, and then drive off. back.
No. I'm at Nick's front door. Hey, Nick, look at me. It's Husky. You know what, Matt? Wait right there. I'm gonna go get some. Okay, Nick. I close the door. I hear him go up.
Honey, get my gun.
You open the door and you put poured a shotgun to my head.
Pikachu said, "Dang it! I was just making a Sufuski."
Pikachu, please don't.
I'd accept it, but it would probably just like be standing in my room staring at me.
Why would you be okay with that? That sounds really creepy.
Dude, it will come alive like Freddy Fazbear.
Holy shit!
Oh my
no,
God.
it pulls a Fallout New Vegas. It comes alive, kills me, and traps me inside of it, and uses my body and vocal cords to replicate me, and then it acts like me, even though I'm dead inside the suit. Holy shit! This is a good horror game idea.
Matt, this is really not.
Actually,
It's
wait.
that
Wait,
Freddy Fazbear's.
This is
Wait,
the
wait, wait,
cringiest thing I've ever heard.
I actually had a really fucking creepy dream that I was actually, like, last night. I was actually planning on maybe making into a game in the future, or adding it as an implement. So, in the dream, I don't know why, but I was walking through this desert. It was, like, really, really fucking bright. It was...
Already sounds like Journey.
No. It goes far from Journey, Nick.
It's like Conan the Barbarian.
No.
Memories of Dust from Nier Automata.
No, I'm walking...
Oh!
Just
Go!
let me say-
Yeah, continue.
I'm walking through this desert and it's like really sunny, so I like take my shirt off. Oh god.
Uh-oh.
And something you're not supposed to do in a desert, fun fact. But I'm walking and all of a sudden it starts getting darker and darker. I don't mean like night dark, like it starts becoming like hazy and orangish and like wind starts blowing, and I notice I'm in a fucking sandstorm. It's like pitch brown. I can't see my hand in front of me. And I'm walking through this sandstorm, like with my arm in front of my face, trying to keep the sand out of my eye, and the wind is blowing really, really hard. It's scary as shit. And then I hear like a clicking sound coming, like an echoing clicking sound. I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I keep like turning because there's like these little hill areas around me, like little rocky hills and shit. I keep looking around and I don't see anything. So I just keep going and going, and I'm holding my like hand over my face, and I hear the clicking sound again. But then I hear this like little like raspy laugh coming through it, and I thought it was the wind. So like I do a double take again, and I look behind me, and I see two glowing circles in the distance, not too far, but looking at me. And I'm like walking, and I keep hearing like these metal movement, robotic clockwork noises, like moving like metal and shit. And I'm walking through this desert as it's like blowing the dust and sand in my face. And I look over again, and I see like this black.
You haven't done.
No, I see this black cloaked figure, like black. It's in a cloak, like a black cloaked figure with its like ripped at the end, and it has two glowing eyes piercing through like the brownish reddish light going through like the sandstorm.
Was it a woman?
No, it was staring at me, and it was upstanding on these like two really thin legs. Like, you know how like birds have those like really thin legs?
Sounds like Darkrai.
But it's like standing on those, and it's like perched looking at me. So I look at it, and I'm like, I wonder if it's like alive or something.
It's Mordecai.
But no.
Mordecai!
I keep walking like backwards and forwards. Like I'm watching it, and its head is like slowly following me, and its eyes are just glowing through the dark and looking at me. And I try to get a closer look to it, and I walk closer to it. And you know how like on the Dishonored mask, it has like that smile with like the metal pieces, like the shattered metal pieces looking as teeth?
Yeah,
It had that type of like jaw and like the eyes. You know how Orisa has like those clockwork eyes that like, you know, close and shut, like shutter eyes, like camera lens eyes? It has those, and it's like watching me through like robotic eyes looking at me. It's like glowing. So as I'm standing there, I go, hello, and it like runs off.
Matt, you're like cutting out.
Yeah, your audio's breaking.
Is it?
By the way, Pikachu asked, Are you sure you weren't high?
I saw that, but is it better now?
Yeah.
So I
It
yelled.
kind of sounds like the old lady in black that I fucking got visited once
Well-
by in my dream.
Well, I yelled to it, hello, hello, trying to get its attention to see if, like, well, it was already looking at me, but see how it would react. It bolted off at, like, the speed of fucking light. It was gone, and I could just,
Sonic.
Did they
I
do
was-
the Naruto run with the arms behind it?
no, but I was standing there in, like, the wind, and it was freaking me out, because I could hear the clicking behind me and then in front of me, like, it was moving rapidly. And as I was sitting there, just like waiting to like die or something, I saw it again. But this time it was watching me even closer. Like it got closer. And I yelled, "What do you want? What do you want from me?" And then it started like levitating up in the air, and it came closer to me. It was like hovering like maybe 30 feet away from me, just like or so, or like 17 feet or so, hovering there, looking at me as like the wind was blowing. And I said, "Look, I don't want to harm you. Let me pass." And it lit out like this really, like this really loud, blood-curdling scream, and flew towards me and like went inside of me.
That's hot.
And then while it sat inside of me, I was like watching my hand like turn black. No, my hand turned black. Like it was getting, no, it was getting covered in like this really dark black like covering. And I was like begging it, "Please let me be, let me go," as I was falling to my knees. And then it just flew out of me, stood there, looked at me, blinked at me with its like clockwork robotic eyes, and then said, "You can pass. Don't fear us. We will watch you." And then like in a woman's voice, and then just like flew away.
Matt, are you sure you weren't raped as a child and this is where this is all coming from?
No, it was.
Are you sure you're not bitch made?
I want to make this as like a fucking character because it was like stalking me. And think about it, if it has like, if you're playing a game and you come across one of those and it has its own radiant AI where it learns where you go and like your path, and
Like Alien Isolation?
somewhat like
You
that,
with
and
the
it like
fucking alien isolation.
and it like watches you as you pass through deserts or some shit. That's fucking creepy.
This just sounds like Slenderman, but like biome swapped instead of
No,
a forest to a
Yeah,
desert.
it sounds like something from SCP Containment Breach.
But
Yeah,
it,
and it also sounds like something I had a dream.
well, this thing, it looks like robotic and like it lit
Mine
Nick.
wasn't robotic, but
Nick, I'm not gonna lie.
Transformers.
It looked like something out of like Near
Bitches,
Automata or
bitch,
something.
do it.
But it was terrifying because, oh god, if anyone watches this in the future, draw this fucking thing. If it comes into your mind, because it was like, the legs of it looked like skeleton legs, like actual bone legs. The cloak was black and hanging and like ripped at the bottom. It had that face with like the bird clockwork eyes, like owl type of clockwork eyes. If you ever seen Minerva's robotic owl, that's what it was like, but with two like glowing eyes in it, like yellowish glowing eyes. It had that creepy smile and like a small little peeking out nose. It was terrifying, and I never thought I would experience something like that in a dream, but good Christ, I wouldn't mind having one as a pet, honestly.
And that's why I think you're weird, Matt.
Complete 180 of the story.
No,
Just-
like legit, it kind of sounds like the old lady in black in my fucking story.
I have to fart.
In my dream, I was at my first apartment with my mom and stuff.
Yeah.
I had a dream where I was in my old house, like legit.
Yeah.
And then I woke up and walked to the kitchen to get a drink of water, or I think milk or something. And I hear something coming from the living room, so I walk there to see what it was. I look around and see nothing going on. Then I hear, like, my name being called. And I was
Jason.
like, what? Dude, don't fucking get fish. Then I turn to the my sliding door, which has a shade on it.
Mhm.
Open it up, open the shade up, just a little, so I can peek it through. all I see is a figure in a black cloak, just far enough right out along the dark line that you can see. Just standing there watching me, and then all of a sudden I close the thing because it scared the hell out of me. Then I open it up. The thing is like about half, like really, like on the porch, edge of the porch. Close it up. I'm like, oh fuck no, fuck this shit. And I had the urge to open the thing again. This time I opened it. It was right there, staring at me through the glass. It was this old lady. It was the cloak covered from her nose, the tip of her nose down, up. So all you see was her lower of her face.
Yeah.
Well, deep down, I felt in my stomach that it was saying, "Open the door."
That's hot.
And you open the door?
No, I fucking woke up then because if I felt like when I woke up, my body felt like if I opened the door, I would have died.
Oh, sorry to interrupt, but Nick, I got an idea.
You're her.
We need to get that idea, well, not idea, but the dream I had to Nurse. Like, imagine the art she could
Oh
do with that.
god.
Dude, my
Nurse, you're not a
Woman
mom.
in Black would be fucking one that I would have her do too. It's just black and white basically.
Pikachu just said a few days I had a dream where I was peanut butter. Literally it. What are you, Winston?
I used to have a lot of weird dreams, but now I just have dreams of what could possibly happen in real life. Almost as if it's the future, but
Premonitions.
Yeah.
what's a
Everyone has
premonition?
It's like, it's when you basically, when you practically have
see
like
the future.
Yeah, you have like a, it's your instinct saying, oh shit, don't do this.
I don't have the Monado, but the future, it came to me, Ryan.
No, like,
You sounded like, you
God.
sounded like an anime Ronald Weasley.
What? He's Australian, not British.
Ronald Weasley is an Australian.
I'm telling you what I was quoting was Australian.
by the way, Australia has
Xenoblade.
Australia has British accents.
Do you know what the origin of Australia actually was? Like,
It was a super prison.
Prison Island.
Australia was literally supposed to be like the ultra Alcatraz, but then they like developed their own society, and Britain was like, "Oh, okay, you do you then."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's-
I've hated that. I hated that.
Do you want me to blow your mind on something?
All I heard is you want me to blow, and now I'm like, wait.
Well, no.
15?
No, because when it comes to Britain, Britain conquered like 95% of the world just for spices, and in the end they didn't like the spices and then just gave up and said, fuck it, you can have your countries back, we don't like your spices.
Paprika.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's literally what they did. They just conquered everything. They're like, oh shit, nothing tastes good. Okay, you guys can have it back.
That's if I ever became a conqueror of the world, I feel like that would happen. Like I would just conquer everything and be like, everywhere sucks. You can have it all back.
That's how much our Earth actually sucks. Like, really, like, we have nothing interesting on this planet. Sure, we have spiders that, like, with one bite can turn your blood into acid, but honestly, that's too, like, that's honestly too, that's too normal.
Yeah, it's like the imagination sometimes is worse than what actually happens.
M157, have you seen that meme where it's like, oh, we nuked Japan twice and they got anime. What happens if we nuke North Korea thrice?
Oh no.
Anime too.
No.
Oh my.
I was about to say, that's probably what's going to end up happening. It's like the whole colonization of Mars. It's like, oh, well, this is boring.
Well, yeah. Well, there's nothing here.
No. It's like, oh, there's no oil.
Imagine.
What we spent $5 trillion on?
Yo, Korea just needs to put in a tip.
Mars. Oh, no oil.
Korea just needs to put in a tip to America. We found oil on Mars. That would be the best prank I've ever seen in my life.
Imagine
Yeah.
we do colonize Mars, and then in the end, like the only reason we want to colonize Mars is because when the supernova happens, really, it's gonna be the only planet out of range that won't be affected by when the sun explodes. At least I think. But
No, because Mars
No.
is right in front of Earth.
oh fuck,
Yeah, I
no,
was about
Mars
to
isn't.
say,
Mars isn't. in-
Mars is after Earth. Mars is after.
No,
Mars
no,
is
no,
after
no.
Earth.
What am I thinking of?
Oh,
Mercury?
no.
You're thinking of Mercury.
Sailor
Yeah.
Mercury.
Well, I think the reason why they want Mars is or something like that. But honestly, to be honest, Mars sucks. Like, what is there? It's just a red ball of dust.
I
Yeah,
just read
Mercury,
off-
Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune.
You said Saturn.
Don't forget Pluto. Pluto's still a planet in my
Yeah.
eyes.
Pluto's
It's a micro-
Pluto's a dog that doesn't wear pants.
Actually,
Friends with somebody who does wear pants.
okay, all right, hold on. I read an article that apparently, I think it's Saturn's moon, Titan,
Yeah,
Yeah.
is exactly like Earth.
it is.
Mhm.
The reason is the reason why we don't go there is because the rivers are not made of water. They're made of literal fucking methane.
South side of town.
Yeah, it's actually made of methane and water.
Nitrogen?
Ice.
Yeah, but do you know what that means though?
How did we get on this topic literally from Matt saying, okay, important question, ass or tits guy?
No. I just want to point out though. Do you know what that means? That since there's methane on Titan, there was life there.
That's
yeah,
hot.
they're-
The only way for methane to exist, I think, in its normal state, is via dead, decaying shit. So that's what I mean. Something must have been living there to produce that methane, which means really we weren't alone.
Actually, where's my phone? Give me a minute. I'll find that article.
Shit, I want to go.
No.
Why?
No, Tori. No.
No, wait,
Oh.
Tori's in the call?
Yes.
Oh.
Tori!
No, God, don't.
No, do not add Tori on Discord.
Well,
Tori, please!
it says, not just that there could have been, but that there could still be, because because it's liquid,
Yeah.
so because of that, it could still be.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
that's what Wikipedia says.
Because it's still constantly being reproduced. Holy shit!
A
they're-
life form whose solvent was hydrocarbon would not face.
None of
the
you are
risk
friends with Tori, let me
biomolecules
just get that
being
out there.
Destroyed in this way, it has been speculated that life could exist
Yes,
in the
we
liquid methane.
want
methane.
you in this call, Tori.
Honestly, I
Yes.
would want to I would want to visit another planet, but at the same time, I'm more of a space type of guy. Like I can
Oh, I
fly.
love space.
I got Kerbal Space Program a while ago. and-
Alright,
I
it
fly.
says here, Titan, Saturn's largest moon is remarkable in that it features a dense atmosphere and stable liquid at the surface. The only other place in the solar system with this particular characteristics is, you guessed it, Earth. Thanks
Yeah.
to a pair of new studies, we can add a third trait to this list of shared: a global sea level. Two new studies published geophysical research letters are offering fresh insights into one of the solar system's most intriguing objects, the Saturnian moon Titan. The first study provides the most detailed topographical map to Titan to date, while the second study piggybacks off this research, showing that Titan's largest seas and lakes have common equipotential surface, meaning they form a common sea level. Both studies have done by researchers from Cornell University in Ithaca, New York, using data from multiple sources, including the late great Canasi probe. A research team led by Alex Hayes was able to piece together the new topographical map.
I've zoned out at this point.
Well, basically, it's just saying that it's basically got Earth's sea level.
Well, the thing is, if we even go there and discover life, it's not gonna be like aliens. They're like, beep beep, bitch, let us come to Earth. But no,
You don't know that.
no, it's actually just gonna be like.
Wait, what idea of aliens do you have that they say beep beep beep?
No, I said beep beep, bitch, not beep beep beep.
It's the same
Yeah.
thing.
It'd be like
Look
microcells and stuff. That's what Titan's life forms would be, because it's, you know, water,
We
They
need
would,
your
I mean,
two
well,
sets.
methane.
they would need to look near geothermal Well, actually, that's the thing. If there's geothermal activity going on in those, why hasn't Titan fucking exploded? Like, Titan is.
I don't know, Matt. Why haven't you exploded? Exactly.
Well, methane is highly explosive. And
Just
if
like
there's
you, Matt.
And
Yeah,
there's-
methane and ethane. Ethane's like 4 times more explosive than methane, I think.
Then if Titan has geothermal activity, possibly, I don't know if it does, but if it does, then why the fuck hasn't it exploded yet? That's
Probably
my-
the core.
But the core is still hot. It doesn't matter what temperature. If it's at a hot enough temperature to boil water, methane will explode.
Yeah.
Why
You've
did my
also
podcast literally just turn into science class? Like, what is going on?
You've also got the pressure to deal with, like, pressure being lower or higher can change the
Yeah.
flammability of the different gases.
Yeah, but
So-
normally the more pressure, the more higher it has of an explosivity, right?
Yo, guys, I'm mad
But
dumb.
it
Can
can
we
also
please
work
talk about
back.
something else?
Legend of Zelda.
Nope,
Oh,
not a fan.
You hurt me.
Only fan of Legend of Zelda game. What? Where am I going with this? The only game that I'm a fan of Legend of Zelda is literally
Majora's Mask.
Wind Waker and Ocarina of Time.
How could you not like Majora's Mask?
Never
How
played
could
it.
you not like Twilight Princess? Come on.
Never played that one either.
Best one.
I haven't played a lot of them. Breath of the Wild, that was way too boring for me. I couldn't even
Yeah,
get past
like-
the plateau at the beginning.
Yeah, open world, like, there's a very, very, very fine line for it. You can't be, like, so open to where you gotta go super far, or, like...
Skyrim did it perfectly, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
where it's, like, it's open world, and you can't go places until you have the ability to go there. Like,
Skyrim, and they kept it semi-small too, because Skyrim was like a half an hour to get from one side of the map to the other.
Meanwhile, in Skyrim, you like punch a chicken and somehow a fucking town across the entire like map knows that you've done it, and your enemies.
You are kind of right though.
your actions have been by what is it? How it goes? Your actions have been viewed by eyes. Well, M157, you would probably know it from
I know
By
Skyrim.
order of the Jarl, stop right there. Stop! You violated the law.
It's
Are we
Oblivion.
talking about Skyrim?
Yes.
It's Oblivion. No, I'm talking about the thing it would say in Oblivion when you've done something bad.
Stop,
You're-
criminal!
Stop right there, criminal scum! You violated the law. Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence.
Your actions have
not gone unnoticed.
your actions have been observed by forces unknown. There you go.
What? I've never even played Oblivion. Let's just start off with that.
I never played it either. I haven't fully gotten into it yet.
Well, if
But
you
I
like
played Skyrim where it was hilarious as shit.
If you like a little blonde bitch boy that follows you around and goes, "Oh, you're the greatest warrior. Shall I spit on
Matt,
your
this sounds like you, Matt.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, with your stupid memes.
Not even with his memes. This sounds like you with your subscribers.
how they follow me and go, "Sir, shall I spit on your
No, this sounds like you talking to your subscribers.
Oh,
Discord, like 1 o'clock this morning on Husky. It's like, do we need to start war?
Yeah, what even? I like.
I was trying to say, if they want to help fix the channel and shit, they need to do one thing. They need to share the content. If it doesn't get anywhere, then here's the thing.
Next
If it
topic, Matt talking about his channel.
No, if it doesn't get shared, then who the fuck is gonna like watch it? Think about it. It's YouTube. You can't just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna jack my dick off and the content's gonna immediately get to everyone in their inbox. No, I need
Alright,
Unless
alright.
it's VR chat.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
no.
is true.
Tori, are you in?
Hello?
Oh, hey, what's
Tori,
up?
we need your 2 cents. Alright, hold on, we'll pause this. Tori, what do you think about Nestle giving up their candy franchise?
Hold on. What?
You didn't know that?
Mickey.
I didn't hear
Nestle's giving
anything.
Mickey, calm your dick for about 2 seconds so she can actually understand.
What's going on?
Nestle's given up their, well, they sold their candy franchise to an Italian company called Ferrero.
Ferrero Rocher?
Told you.
I believe so.
Yes, it is.
I just came in my pants.
I'm on my way. Alright, I'm ending the stream right now.
That escalated quick. Okay, then. Wow. Okay.
$2.8 billion.
I can't wait for this.
Alright, now
Company
the next
Tuesday.
question. Now the next topic. We're stopping whatever Husky was talking about because he's getting a little bit of... What about Husky talking about Eminem?
Oh, shut
Oh.
up! Shut up, Nick.
You know what? You know what? I honestly, everyone can have their own opinion, and I understood some of the shit he was saying because, like, Eminem might be too fucked up for people. Like, it depends on like how you take things. I just don't get like. I don't really care. I like his music no matter what. He can have his own opinion. I understand. So, like, I'm not mad. I can act mad. What?
I just
What?
laughed because I remember what fucking you said, what Nick said, that you were gonna you're gonna like beat up.
Well, I mean, at first, like, I didn't mean for it to get that bad. I'm just
Yeah, beating up kids. And it was only either kids or the elderly. It wasn't even normal people.
Okay, if it were any other thing, does Bill Cosby count as an elderly person then? Because I would say
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Yes, he does.
Can I-
He's in his
I would-
60s.
I would beat
Before.
up Bill Cosby.
Well,
I'll
there
beat
you
him
go.
up too
I
because
would
he's
beat Bill Cosby with a bat.
What are you, Neeson?
Oh, shut up.
No.
Wow.
Get the hell out of here with your Walking
No.
Dead shit.
No.
That was the only thing that I miss about Walking Dead, where like he got his brain smashed in. But nah.
I
There's
hate The Walking Dead.
I was about to say, you know what I like about The Walking Dead? Nothing.
Okay.
It
Not-
was good. It was
On
good.
Walking
Now it's
Dead
not.
Telltale games.
Well, I mean, the Telltale games are better, but remember, like I said, AMC just ruins everything. For example, Breaking Bad. Can we be honest here? The ending for Breaking Bad was kind of
Never
disappointing.
watched it fully.
Never
It
watched
was-
it fully either.
Never watched
Never.
it fully.
It was very disappointing.
Matt, you're alone in this topic.
I know. Okay, the only reason I watched Breaking Bad is because I had nothing to do while videos rendered, and AMC was only airing that shit at the time. So yeah, now whenever I render a video, I just sit here either watch three things: hentai, Futurama, or
Matt, you can't openly. I hate you so much.
Did you
Oh,
just
wait,
say
before we
hentai?
continue
He
this,
did. He's not shameless.
I
He's
watched
shameless.
Sexy.
Tori,
I watched it for the
I found
plot.
Nick's waifu.
I watched
No, you
it for the
didn't.
plot.
Yeah, I did.
No, you
Nick,
didn't.
We've
Do I
all
have to-
seen Farah.
Oh yeah, Pyra.
Oh.
Oh no.
Well.
What?
What? I have no idea what you people are talking about.
Wait, why did you want me in the chat?
I don't know what they did wanted you in the chat. I told you because of mainly something we were talking about earlier. I said do not join the chat right now.
Mickey wanted you in here, but I'm just here now.
Well, of course Nick wanted me.
I mean, when do I not? I'm kidding. I mean, not really, but
Nick, my finger's wet.
thank you for sharing, Matt.
So, am I done? Can I go?
I guess you can go. Like I said,
Is there anything you wanted me here for?
I literally, you could have just watched, just not when I said, and you'll never find it because I'm not gonna tell you what part I'm talking about.
She could watch the entire stream over again.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could watch the entire stream, but are you willing to do
Yeah.
that?
Why can't you
Like-
just tell me what you were talking about? You think I'm gonna get offended?
You're not.
Oh, I remember.
Are you making fun of Italians?
No, I am. Why would I
No, I
make
love
fun of
pizza.
myself? Yo, I'm
No.
5 seconds from kicking you out of here.
Because when I went on, I heard someone say "Baba," like talking like fucking Italian.
Oh, that might have.
No, Matt said beep beep bitch.
Oh yeah, beep beep bitch.
He was
Yeah.
talking about aliens. I'm like, what aliens say that?
Can you just tell me what you were talking about? Because now it's gonna bother me, and you know how I get.
I'll text you later, alright?
Should I just say it? Should I just say it?
No,
I'll
you
say-
shouldn't.
Please just say it.
Matt.
please.
I'm trying.
Who added Mickey?
Mickey came back.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Oh wait. Okay, I'm gonna stop everything. Rebel Sardine sent me our fanfiction.
No. I told you I didn't want anyone to make a fan fiction.
I want to read this. I want to read it first. I want to fucking read it.
Wait, who is it of? Because you did like 3 different combinations, and 2 of them I don't want because 2 of them had me in it.
Oh.
It's
It's Spooky and
No.
Husky.
Alright, Tori, I'll talk to you later.
think
Can you remove me? Because I don't know how to do it.
Alright, bye.
Nick, this is very. Oh. Whoa.
Yeah.
God.
Alright, you can read it now because Tori's not in here anymore.
Husky enters a Starbucks. He sees
I'll read it.
Spooky.
I'll read it.
Alright.
No, Mickey, I'll read it.
Alright. I'm not even in this, apparently. I don't see my name.
Alright, Husky enters a Starbucks. He sees Spooky and they both lock eyes. Seeing that there are no other seat available except from Spooky's table,
He copy-pasted this, I don't need to hear the rest of it.
No, it's actually different. He pulls out his laptop and starts doing his homework. Then all of a sudden, he feels something rubbing his balls. He sees that it's Spooky's feet as Husky tries to resist taking off his pants. Spooky puts his hands under his shirt and starts rubbing his... Jesus Christ.
I don't even do that with women, so...
Did you read Sardines, like, full one?
I'm reading it right now. He are so hard that Husky can see them through the Spooky shirt. Husky asks Spooky if he needs help, and as Spooky nods his head to reply, Husky starts groping Spooky. Wait, stop saying shit, Mickey, you're making me lose my spot. And since Spooky was wearing a white shirt, everyone in the room could see what was happening. Then the manager comes out and asks them to leave, and so they did, but Spooky asks Hookie, yeah, if he wants to come home with him to his house. Husky gets in Spooky's car and they drive off. As Husky goes inside Spooky's house, but as he enters he hears a groan and a painful one. He goes inside the basement and as he steps off the stairs he sees Mickey, but he's hanged by his arms and has cuts on his stomach. He sees Spooky fucking Mickey, and as Spooky looks back at his head splits in half and Spooky charges Husky and tackles him to the ground.
Wait, what?!
So you killed me!
Husky tries to fight back, but as Spooky's head is trying to eat him, but Husky grabs a syringe filled with some sort of white liquid and stabs it into Spooky's eye. Spooky screams in pain as the white liquid drips down. Husky takes this moment to try to escape, but before he could, Spooky grabs him and pins him to the ground. And as Husky looks behind him, he sees Spooky's 17-inch long penis. Husky tries frantically to escape.
It's actually 8, but okay.
But Spooky then penetrates Husky. Husky screams in pain as
And a half, if we're being exact.
Spooky's 17-inch long penis and thrusts are too much for Husky. Finally, Husky gives up and lets Spooky as his way with him. Spooky fills Husky's anus with his love juices, and as Husky lay like...
Disclaimer, I am not in any way gay. I am not even bisexual.
and as Husky lay lifeless on the ground, Mickey this moment to set himself free. What? You were dead!
You had your head split open, what?!
No!
God, can't even keep with the consistency.
How am I alive? I even asked him. I was dead. How am I alive?
Oh God. Oh, that is nasty.
Oh my God.
I'm getting. No, you were just hanging, but your head split open.
Yeah, he said split open, like it made it sound like split in half.
Oh no, your head. Oh wait, no, he sees Spooky fucking Mickey, and as Spooky looks back, his head splits in half.
Whose head splits in? Oh, mine.
Yours, yeah. So apparently, well, your head split in half. I jabbed you in the eye with a syringe filled with love juices, and oh fuck me.
I was about to say, just because your head split open doesn't mean you would die. My friend ran headfirst into a a slide, and it like cut the entire top part of his head, like, and it folded it open. He was fine. He's
Dude,
nuts.
I've ran
but
my
he's
head
fine.
into metal poles. I've ran my head into brick walls. I even slammed my head into my desk when I was in 4th grade.
Oh, who hasn't?
No, dude, I'm an Aries, and I'm such a hardhead, and I'm not.
When
I'm
I-
literally hard-headed.
When I was really young, I was 4 years old. I was really stupid, so I jumped off a cliff thinking that, you know, I could fly. Okay, that's not the best. I jumped off a cliff, a rock cliff, and I fell and smashed my head at the bottom of the rock cliff, and it split my skull and like put a crack in my skull, and it also like shattered my jaw. So the doctor I went to that like had to wire my jaw together and shit wasn't even a trained physician apparently, and the guy who wired my jaw did it wrong. So my bottom jaw is slanted, and in the top of my head, like there's a crack in my head that if I take like my finger and run it along like a certain part of my forehead, I can run it along the crack in my skull.
I have no words.
Yeah,
Going back to what you said earlier, if you had to make me pick between ass and tits, I would say I'm a tits guy.
well, there you go.
After you talking about you cracking your head open.
Perfect segue. Like, could not have been a
That was the
better
perfect way to just pull a vault into
Alright, so what's the next topic?
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
science. Revenge isn't an art; it's a science.
Science.
Have you actually watched his new show?
He has a new show. No.
It's-
Yeah, where he
Meh.
says that apparently there are more than 2 genders.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm not gonna watch it.
It's like light, it's on a spectrum. It's when he's getting paid to do what he's told, and when he's getting paid to do what he wants, that's the 2 different ones. He said what he wanted back on his own show, but now because he's surrounded by an audience and like people can like actually like see and what he does, and he can't like fix what he says. He goes by a script, and it's never really his script. It's whatever people tell him to.
Yeah.
I just found a video called Bill Nye the Roblox Guy.
No,
No!
never.
Bill
Spooky.
Nye-
I do have one question for you though.
Har.
Who do you like more from the Xenoblade Chronicles?
Uh-oh.
Fiora or Melia, or Amelia, or however you pronounce her name?
Melia.
Yeah.
They're both whiny little pieces of shit. I hate both of them.
Ooh.
I
do
hated
you
the
like
female protagonist, except Charla. She was the only one that was somewhat tolerable.
I thought your waifu was Pyra.
She's not in the one we're talking about.
Yeah. Xenoblade Chronicles.
One has a completely
Has
different cast
Shulk,
of characters.
Ryan,
Oh,
Alvis.
Now it's
all of
wine
them.
time. Alvis is my favorite character out of all of them, though.
Nick,
Yeah, that's just because like
He's like all-knowing. I absolutely love it.
I thought
Yeah.
you were gonna say that like a character in Xenoblade Chronicles was like Sean at a minute ago. I'm like, how is character?
Now it's car time.
He runs over you with a Lamborghini.
Now it's Lamborghini time.
did Sean, was it, speaking of Sean, did Sean, admit that he put all the, all those, like, spawners in our world?
Nah, he said that he didn't know who did it and that wasn't him.
He knows who does it because anyone who places down an object, he can fucking see.
Well, I didn't ask who did it. I just asked if he did it.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna eat some nut.
Please end that. Like, why? Why, Matt? You do this to yourself every single time.
He can't hear it, he deafened himself.
Oh, of course he did.
and he wonders.
That was some good nut.
Exactly, Matt. Like, you do this to yourself.
Why?
At a certain point, you always do this to yourself every single time.
That was a
Someone's gonna
delicious-
go through and they're gonna be half paying attention, and all they're going to hear
Is I'm gonna eat a nut.
Yeah, and then all we'll figure out is now there's going to be rumors that who's
Look,
gay.
I'm pretty sure that it's almost confirmed that Husky is.
Oh, it's not a rumor.
I'm not gay.
Well, when you
It's canon to his channel.
It's my channel a fucking anime at this point.
It's
Yeah.
canon to your channel that you're gay.
You are gay. When
Alright,
you
you
end
know,
your sentences
if
with,
someone-
I'm going to
if
eat
someone-
a nut.
No. If someone sees this in the future, I want it to be clarified that there needs to be an anime, fully animated and everything, made for the Husky channel. Oh god,
Work in progress.
oh, what is that?
I don't know what you're making.
Here, let me get a better version. It's the
It's
what's it
Husky
called?
Chan.
It's Spooky. It's your dude that
Oh.
I'm working on.
The one
What?
that I created, his YouTube thing?
Which I'm still
Yes.
waiting to find.
By the way, Nick, I just want to say I made that icon at 3 o'clock in the morning while listening to,
Ow,
no,
what the fuck?
to, what was it? Something, had to do with Steven Spielberg, but I forgot.
Dear God.
Ready Player One.
No. Wait, Steven Spielberg is making?
Directing that, yeah.
Holy shit. Alright, well, I actually want to see
That's the next topic. What do you guys think about Ready Player One?
Tracer's in it, she has tits, I like it.
Yeah, but
That's
it's
gonna be a good movie. That's gonna.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good movie.
You know,
But there's
I
not,
just-
probably not gonna have the actual voice actors who did
You-
the.
Yeah,
You
it's
know-
definitely not gonna be Tracer.
no, you know for a fucking fact that somewhere in this world, someone is going to dress up as a Ugandan Knuckles and show up to a theater like that.
Nope.
Hasn't it already happened?
No, it hasn't happened, the movie, not yet, but someone's...
No, like somebody made like a Ugandan suit.
Yeah, they did, but I swear to God, someone's gonna show up at a theater dressed as Ugandan Knuckles and, like, just watch it and scream out at the end, "You do not know the way."
I spit on you.
Yeah, that's, I already know.
All
it's-
while you're saying this, I'm just having this one dude in Discord spamming some chat, and his thing's Ugandan Knuckles, so it's just.
Someone made a puppet of Ugandan Knuckles. I'm looking at it.
Alright, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. That was a good first podcast.
Yeah.
Alright. Have a good day, everybody.